Thank you, Mr. President. Today I have the pleasure of bringing you House Bill 3298. This is a comprehensive solution that we must do for what I believe must be done for the Metolius River. In order to make this something that is a gem in Oregon, remain a gem in Oregon, we must do, I believe, three things. First, we must save the Metolius itself. We must ensure that future developments are truly green, and we must respect the principle of private property rights by accurately recognizing the current rights of the particular property owners and then treating the property owners and the county fairly. This is what this bill does. First, it accepts the unanimous area of critical concern nomination by the LCDC. Secondly, it prevents the siting of destination resorts within this area of critical concern. And third, it adopts the management plan governing future uses that ensures no negative impacts in stream flows to the Metolius and no adverse impact to fish and wildlife with large-scale development. Under the Metolius Protection Act, the developers have the following options and remedies. They can do with the land what they were able to do when they bought it. They bought land zoned for forestry and agriculture, so they are entitled to build one house multiplied by the minimum acreage for a dwelling. 2, they can file a Measure 49 claim. If they believe rights are taken, Measure 49 exists for just that reason. The plan preserves the right of the landowners to file Measure 49 claims. 3, pursue eco-friendly development that would fit within the management plan. The Act stipulates that future development within the area of the critical concern must not reduce stream flows in the Metolius River and must not adversely impact fish and wildlife resources in the area. And 4th, build their projects in a more appropriate place by utilizing the transfer of a development opportunity authorized by House Bill 2228. I again present House Bill 3298 to you. I'm not going to go through the bill and what it does. We've heard that already. I do want to bring some things into perspective if I could, however. First thing I want to talk to you about is the history of the Metolius as far as this issue is concerned. This is something from the Bend Bulletin I'd like to read to you. It says dated September 10th, 1913. 1913. But it is not too early for Central Oregon people who do not wish to see one of the finest outing places of the state destroyed to begin thinking the matter over and planning to preserve the river as a national park. A national park. Under the big pines by the crystal clear and cold waters of the Metolius is an ideal place for camping trips. The fishing is good. I would add it's tough but good. The air is incomparable, and the sunshine and shade make it delightful for resting the mind and the body and forgetting the cares and worries of the world. I hope to be on the Metolius tomorrow. The government sets aside other less favored spots for public parks, and there is no legitimate reason, it seems, why such action should not be taken in this case. If the matter is ably presented to the proper officials, when the time comes, favorable results may be the outcome. In the meantime, it is not too early to have the matter in mind, and it is a matter that should be of interest to all the people of the Central Oregon area, especially the Central Oregon area, and those of Western Oregon to a lesser degree. What a change we have seen in that attitude today from what we've heard on this floor. Local people of Central Oregon in 1913 recognizing the beauty, the special place the Metolius is, and wanting to make it a national park. We've heard about Tom McCall today also. Let me refresh your memory about Tom McCall, a great Republican governor. In 1974, he addressed then the new LCDC, one of its first meetings. And he spoke broadly about what he expected LCDC to be doing and what he expected that to mean for Oregon in the future. He stated that local control in most cases is the best control, and he accepted that as a fact with state overlay. But he said there were two important exceptions to that in his mind, two special places in Oregon where local control should not be imposed. He felt the state needed to step into those two areas. One was the Columbia River Gorge, and the second was the Metolius River drainage. I think that speaks a lot about what we're talking about here. Let's fast forward real quickly to 1989. The Oregonian, again, saving the Metolius, October 13th, 1989. I'll make a quick quote from this long article. Attracting more people to the Metolius is a destination resort mentality that can ruin a fragile area. I could go on and on about the history of this area, but I'm not going to. I'll end with just this one statement, and I'll close later. 2 days ago, a governor that I have great respect for, Mr. Vic Atia, endorsed this bill and wants this bill to go through. I think that speaks worlds about what the importance of the Metolius is, not only to people in Central Oregon, but across this state. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now